my people. It's your boy, the Blue Studio. Please like the video. Yo, my people, all I did, like the vid, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button. Like the damn vid, guys. A lot to talk about. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please make sure you like the vid, guys, because it really helps the algorithm a lot. It does help the algorithm. So like the vid, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button. We're gonna talk about a lot to discuss today. We're gonna talk about Benjamin Sesko choosing United over Newcastle. We're gonna talk about Nicola Jackson leaving Chelsea. It's over between Chelsea and Jackson. Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, Bayern Munich, the club wanting him. Chelsea want an 80 million asking price. We're gonna talk about Nicola Jackson too. We're gonna talk about Alejandro Garnarcho. According to Fabrizio Romano and David Austin, talk have accelerated between Chelsea and United in terms of Garnarcho. United won 50 million, while Chelsea wants to pay 30 million for Garnarcho. With each other come to an agreement in terms of being in the middle ground. We don't know. We have to wait and see. But Chelsea won Garnarcho, and a breaking news. I'm really gutted. Levi Colwell is officially out with an ACL injury until March 2026. He will be out till March 2026, and that is very sickening to have. But with Chelsea going to the market to buy a new centre back, we don't know. Will they be able to pivot and say, okay, Levi is gonna be out until March? Do we trust Badiashile, Tosin, and Trevor Chalobah for the whole entire season? I'm not sure. We have to wait and see. But the breaking news is Levi Colwell is officially out until 2026 March, which is devastating for me. But nevertheless, it's officially out. So we're gonna miss Levi because it's been in form a lot since the second half of the season to the Club World Cup. Levi has been very good. So we're gonna miss him in Chelsea because officially it's gonna be missed in Chelsea, but we have to wait and see. So sure, we're gonna wait and see. But guys, before we continue, make sure you like the video, guys. My people, I beg, like and subscribe. It's very important. Like, subscribe, my people. It's very key because if you like the show, it really helps the algorithm a lot because it helps to grow the channel a lot. So you don't need to do anything. Just like the video, guys. You don't need to do anything. Just like the video. You don't need to do anything. Just like the video. It helps a lot. When you like the video, it helps the channel to grow very well with a lot. It helps the team to grow very well. Please make sure you like the video, guys, because it's very important. Make sure you do. So, what do I talk? Where do I begin? Let me begin with Benjamin Sesko, because I've seen a lot in terms of people talk a lot, and I'm like, I know how much United pay for Sesko. I know how much United pay for Sesko in terms of, okay, this is how much they pay for Sesko. I know how much they pay for Sesko, which is gonna be like, does it really worth the money? For me, I don't think it worth the money. But the question I'm gonna ask is, the situation I have with United is, when I look at that squad, for me, I don't think it is a squad where the way United are talking, it's like if they're talking as if they are guaranteed top 4, which I believe they are not, because I don't believe they have a better squad than how do I put it? I don't believe they have a better squad than Liverpool. That's me. I also don't believe they have a better squad than as much as you don't like it, I don't believe they have a better squad than Newcastle. As much as Newcastle are having a bit of an terrible season because of how do I put it? They're having a very terrible season because they do not have a sporting director, which is understandable. But I don't think United squad is better than what's called. It's better than. I don't think United squad is better than Newcastle because I believe Newcastle midfield is a superior midfield. If you look at it, the way we rate, Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali they are a better cohesive unit than United team. And again, if United get Baleba, that's gonna be very, very interesting. Baleba is gonna be very interesting because that is a fantastic baller. When you have it in your squad, it's very, very important. Baleba is a very good player. United are, in fact, if they get Baleba for me, it is a very, very good player. That's a player every coach wants in their team because Baleba will give you enough tackle, interception, passing range, and everything, and he will develop very, very well. Like I said to United fans, I've said the same thing to them. I don't think you have a better superior player in terms of a better player in terms of the way Newcastle sell up. Because if you look at the way Newcastle play, especially their midfield, is a better. Their midfield is more settled. United midfield is not settled for me because there's still some holes where you can pick a little bit, pick some holes in it. Which, when you look at it, when you look at the kind of holes you pick, you can see, oh, no. If you bypass this, you can easily beat them because of this and that, which I believe is key. But what I'm gonna say is, United are really building a very good squad. They are really, really building a squad where when you play United, you have to be on your A game because if you're not on your A game for me, you're gonna get beaten. You're gonna get beaten. So you have to be on your A game for me to be able to outclass Manchester United for me. You have to be on your A game. You have to. You have to, man. You have to, man. You have to be on your A game to be able to at least outshine them, outbeat them. But I believe, for me, Newcastle have a better settled score. That was what I was advocating for Sesko to go to United because to go to Newcastle because I believe if he goes to Newcastle for me, I believe for me, under Eddie it will develop more. They're not gonna be too much pressure on him because the media pressure and everything will literally kill Sesko. It will kill Sesko for me. It will kill Sesko because the media pressure will finish him. If he doesn't score for the next 5 games or 7 games, oh Lord have mercy. They're gonna be talking about how much they pay on him, 90 million for a flop, for a Bundesliga flop. Oh Lord have mercy. So I don't know how Sesko is gonna feel in terms of. I don't know how he's gonna feel in terms of the criticism. How he's gonna work on the criticism. I don't know. It's a big one where he's a young player where he needs to develop, and it's coming to United team where I believe he's not a settled squad, but again, he's a young player. You have Rasmus age where he's struggling. He can't score goals. Rasmus age cannot score goals because he's struggling. So you're gonna bring another young players again, like Benjamin Sesko, who also will take him time to develop, will take him time to kind of adapt to the way he play up team. People are saying it's scoring long great shot, but people need to understand something. Bundesliga is different than Premier League. In terms of the Premier League, for me, we're gonna face a lot of low block. Teams will face a lot of low block. You have to be able to break down low block. A lot. And physicality is very, very key. Physicality is key because Premier League defenders will go band to band with you in terms of physicality. And you have to be able to be ready to go band to band with them. If not, you're gonna be in serious trouble. That's what I'm saying. Benjamin Sesko United isn't it for me. I'm in between with that because I asked him who is like a United fan. I asked him, what's your take on Sesko? He's saying it's gonna throw 12 goals. I'm like, you cannot buy a 90 million player for you to expect him to score 12 goals. I'm sorry, no. You have to be able to at least score more than 12 goals and impact game for maybe 12 goals and maybe like 5 assists, 7 assists. It's very, very important. You have to be able to kind of bring up your numbers up for me, for you to be able to justify the price tag. Again, that is a very, 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 very big, for me, it is a big deal for me to paying that amount of money for an unproven player for me. But again, the market is flawed because that's what you get for the market. It's flawed. The market is flawed. So if you're going to be paying that amount of money for a player like that, it is flawed. So the market is really, really flawed where you have to look at it and say, it is what it is. The market is flawed. So if you're gonna be paying the amount of money for Sesko, you have to be expecting like a lot, like goals and assists where you know you are justified enough. Even if a flop, you know, okay, if it didn't, if this man is gonna flop, at least I'm justified a little bit to be able to say, okay, there's a sell-on clause on him, there's a this on that, there's a this on him where we don't need to do too much. We should be able to cash him on him and everything. But again, if you're gonna be paying that amount of money for Sesko, you expect him to do more. That was my talk with what's called with Chimere. I'm like, Chimere, you can't expect a player like Sesko to like give you 12 goals in Premier League. No. That's horrible. 12 goals in Premier League. That's bad. That's bad because he's going for high money and you expect him to do more. But again, I said the same thing again. Oli Watkins is 29. I know United doesn't want to go for that amount of situation. Like it's 29. So Watkins can give you like 3-4 years where you know he will score more than 20 Premier League goals. You know that for fact because it's a Premier League experience. You know that for fact. He will score more than 20 goals. Close to that because you know you can guarantee goals from Oli Watkins. You know. You can guarantee that from him. You can. But I'm not guaranteeing 10 goals plus from Sesko because he is young. It will take him time to adapt to the English football. It will take him time. Are you going to be banking on that situation? Are you going to be banking on that situation to be able to, how do I put it? To be able to say we are banking on potential to at least give us these goals. Because I look at United squad, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea in between August and September. And even the first game of Premier League matches is Arsenal. So it's tough because they play Arsenal first in the first Premier League game. They play Arsenal. So in between they have to figure it out. Liverpool is there, City is there, the Manchester derby. You're gonna play Chelsea. It's gonna be difficult, mate. It's a lot. So how do they figure it out is going to be very interesting with a squad like that. But if they get Baleba for me, Baleba is a fantastic player. And I say it again, that's a baller. Where I think your DM is sorted for years to come. It's sorted for the foreseeable future. Your midfield is sorted with Baleba for the foreseeable future, which is, I'm like, it's not bad. It's not bad with Baleba because you know you are getting for me, it's one of the best when it comes in terms of DM. Probably I put Caicedo there, put a lot of players there, but Baleba is very, very Carlos Baleba is very, very good. It's very good. It's a player you cannot write off. It's very, very good. Baleba is a very good player. So United getting him from him, that fixes their midfield for the foreseeable future. For the nearest future, they don't need to worry. With Baleba, they do not need to worry because if you fix that midfield for them, it will. So it will fix that midfield for them for a very, very long time, man. Very, very, very long time. It will. It will, man. So it will fix them for a very, very long time. It will. So for me, with Sesko, for me, I don't know. It's gonna take him time because if you look at the player, he's a raw player. He has a lot of potential. It's raw. It's very, very raw. It's very, 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 very raw. So it's a very dicey situation to be at with regards to Sesko because it's a raw player. It's raw. So are you banking on raw potential to be able to say, don't worry, we're going to trust this raw potential to bail us out when we have difficulties? I'm not sure United is going to pay 90 million for a raw potential. I'm not sure of that one because that's a big risk you don't want to take. That's a big risk. That's a very, very big risk. I don't know if United are willing to take that risk right now. That's a very big risk you don't want to take. You're banking on the 90 million potential player to bail you out. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. If I'm United, I'm not taking that risk. But again, in their head, they're thinking of, are we going to miss out on a potential like that to Newcastle? I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they want to miss out on a potential like that to Newcastle. I don't think so. That I don't think so. But again, looking at the fixtures, looking at everything, like I can understand United board and their ways of thinking, their viewpoint and everything in terms of, okay, are we gonna do we want to miss out on potential Sesko going to United and going to Newcastle? We have to be able to act fact, and I think that's what they've done. Now the question will now boil down to the pressure of the media. How confident are United in terms of, okay, we are confident enough because of how much we pay to be able to not succumb to the pressure of the media, because if it doesn't ball out in the next 5 games, all eyes will be on him because of the money they pay for him. This is a market. This is a for me. This year, especially the transfer window has been flooded with a lot. Has been flooded with a lot of, for me, this especially this summer has been flooded with a lot of transfer market with players that I don't even think they worth it for me. I don't think they worth it for me. So, but again, hmm, are you taking it because like a lot of players are a lot of clubs are going for potential, 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 potential. So that's the key. Going for potential, potential, potential. Are you taking a risk on putting money on this, putting money on that? So it's a big one where you don't know what you're gonna get. But I think putting money on different aspect of player, you have to be able to show, you have to be able to be confident and say, okay, we have confidence enough to trust our scouting to bail us out. That's my thinking. My logic thinking with United in terms of, I think they are confident enough and they trust their scouting to be able to bail them out when it comes to a situation where they lack how do I put it? It's with a situation when they lack, so because if you look at another fixture, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Chelsea in between, you have to play Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City. That is not the beginning you want. It's not the beginning, and you need your star striker like Benjamin Sesko. A player like you need him to hit the ground warning, which I'm like, if Aston Villa is quoting for 60 million for Levi, they are not stupid. They are not stupid to quote that amount of money. They are not, because they believe it's good enough. Once they can give you like 3 4 years for you to be able to go into the market again and get like a prolific goal scorer, maybe United are thinking, let's bank on Sesko to bail us out and let's see how far we can go. But again, that's a big risk because you're banking on a potential where you're not sure of. So I'm not sure if United I'm not sure if this is my way now. I'm not sure if they will be able to be like, say, okay, let's trust this and see. Let's say, I know you guys have. I know United have Mbuemo, Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, and everything. I know that they're gonna create a lot of chances for, but they also have to see this way. He will miss chances a lot. As much as you can trust him to score chances, he will miss. Sesko will miss a lot of chances. It will. I also think an advantage when United is going to have is they do not play UCL football, which is big advantage for them. But again, how long is that advantage? I don't know. Is it a big one? I don't know. Is it a big advantage? That I don't know. Because we have to be able to see and think if it's going to be a big advantage. I do not know. Because we have to be able to show if the advantage is going to work in their favor or not. We have to be able to show that. I'm not sure yet if it's going to work in their favor. I'm not sure yet. We have to wait and see. That's my logic. We got to wait and see. So, guys, like I was saying, we have to wait and see. I don't know yet if their strategy is gonna work, but again, a lot of teams right now are banking on potentials, which I don't blame them doing because the market, the transfer window is the market, especially is flooded already. The market, especially the market, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. The transfer window market is something I can't believe is happening because Sesko going for 95, Ekitike going for like 85. So it's a bit weird when you look at that kind of a situation like that where everybody is banking on potential, which is not bad. But again, you have to be able to trust yourself to be able to bowl. I already say my take on Ekitike, which I already said it to a lot of Liverpool fans. I think Ekitike would do like, how do I put it? Will do slightly better for me than Sesko because of the way Liverpool squad is being built. Liverpool squad have a lot of like firepower in terms of Mo Salah, Florent and Co, which I believe they will be able to create enough chances for Ekitike to ball out to score goals. But I don't know if it's going to be the situation for Sesko because you can talk about Bruno because sometimes Bruno is not enough. Bruno will shine today, tomorrow it will be somehow. So you need consistency though to be able to like when it comes to Bruno. But Salah will give you the consistency because he's been doing it for like so many years. He will give you that consistency you need. He will. Because that's kind of player, that's who he is. He will give you the consistency. But I'm not sure Bruno. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical on Benjamin Sesko because I know he has potential, but are you banking on potential to pay 95 million on a potential player? I'm not sure of that one. At the moment right now, I'm not sure. I can't really trust the potential you are banking on to be able to score you goals. But again, I'm not a financial expert, so I can't really talk much on finances. But what I'm gonna say is most clubs are banking on potential, which I don't blame them to do. I don't blame them. If you're banking on potential, it's all about do you really trust your scouting to do the job for you? If your scouting is gonna be doing the job for you, when you're gonna be able to trust them, that's okay. Let's work on this deal because I believe I trust this, and this to work out. If that's the case, fair enough because you've actually done a good job. But again, banking on potential for me is a bit weird. That's what I'm gonna say. It's very, very weird. But with regards to Sesko though, we have to see how many other put it, how we can adapt. That's the key. How we can adapt to EPL football because there's gonna be a lot of scrutiny. There's gonna be a lot of scrutiny. There's gonna be a lot. So does Amorim take him out of the firing squad? I don't know. Does he take him out of the firing squad? I don't know. So we have to wait and see if that's gonna be the case. I do not know. So it's tough at the moment right now. It's a big tough. But what I'm gonna say is we have to wait and see with Sesko. That's what I'm gonna say. We have to wait and see with Sesko. So overall for me, we have to wait and see with Sesko to be able to see if he's gonna hit the ground running, if he's gonna be able to work with the pressure and everything. We have to wait and see. So I want to talk a little bit about, let's see. I want to talk about Garnarcho, guys, because I've seen it in a lot of TL. It's a very horrible player. We don't want him. Yes, I don't blame people not wanting Garnarcho, but I've said my mind already for a very long time. Garnarcho is not a terrible player. He's not. Yeah, people might think he's bad. Is this? He's not a terrible player. Alejandro Garnarcho needs an environment where he can play football. He just want to play football. I've said it for a very long time. Manchester United is a club where they don't know how to work with talent. I said it from day one. Working with talent United for me is one of the ridiculous aspects in terms of them working with talent. I don't know how many talent they're going to have in their rank who have sorted that. I don't know. Working with talent United is very, very horrible. I don't know how they do it, but United doesn't work with talent for me. And I think that's going to be where the problem is because Garnarcho wants only because he believes he's better than
some of the players they have in their team, and the way Amorim plays for me does not work because Garnarcho is more of a winger for me. It's more of a winger. He's not a number 10. He's more of a winger for me. So, and for me, I'll say it again. He's a player I would love in the squad. People might not love him, this again. Yes, we have Gittin, but also you also need a profile, a different profile where we are gonna be playing Champions League this year. Players are gonna get injured a lot. That will get injured. Player will get injured a lot. Am I banking on one player in one position? No, you're gonna have you must have a multiple players. You need to have multiple players. You need to be able to have multiple players who can play in a different position where you can easily rotate, where you won't have too much injuries. You can easily rotate. And that's easier because if you can easily rotate in your team, you have enough player where you know, okay, I need to rotate. I want to avoid injuries. I need to rotate. So I can avoid injuries. I don't want to do it. So you have to be able to rotate when you know you want to avoid injuries. But we have to be able to see in that aspect. But what I'm gonna say is, he's not a terrible player. People need to just calm the heck down. He's not a terrible player. People need to calm down. United environment is terrible environment. Nabil Pogba, same thing. Antonio Martial, same thing. Marcus Rashford, same thing. I can guarantee you, the next player that's gonna suffer for United is gonna be Kobe Maino because you're gonna be thinking, where do Kobe Maino play? You'll be like, where do I play? I need my talent to show. Where do I show? Because that guy has a very high ceiling. But because of the way Amorim's system is, where do you play him? Because you need to hang out his ability to be able to see more of him. How do you do that? I don't know. Because they need to figure it out. How do you play? Garnarcho is in his right to tell the club, I'm better than this. I want to go to a club where how do I put it? My talent will be able to show and my ability can be able to show. You need to show it. Coming to Chelsea for me, I would say a different environment where the way Maresca play, you can trust Maresca to be able to coach him and tell him, I need you to do this. I don't need you to do too much. He has enough players where in the squad where you know Enzo, Caicedo, big players that can tell him this club is a winning club. You have to like put your head down, work hard, just play for the badge, play for the club. Your talent will show. So he has enough player there who can actually tell him and make him understand what Chelsea mean, what playing for a big club means. But United, who do you have that's going to talk to him? Maybe Casemiro, maybe Bruno. So it's a dicey situation for him. I don't blame him requesting to leave. I don't. But again, looking at United, how many players have they really ironed out in terms of this player is talent? We need to make use of that talent. Rubbish. Pogba, he didn't make use of his talent. Martial, same thing. Rashford, not good enough. Sancho, doesn't do too much in training. I'm like, for you, are those players really that bad? Or United environment is not good enough for the player to be able to thrive? Giving them huge big wages which they don't even want. So it's a dicey situation to be at for players going to United. That's why I'm like, Sesko going there for me, does it really? Because my take on Sesko is you go to Newcastle under Eddie Howe, you develop under Eddie Howe. In 2-3 years time, you're gonna get sold because Eddie Howe will develop you. And you're gonna get less criticism, less pressure because you play for Newcastle, where your job is to score goals. But United, with that amount of money, you are expected to score certain amount of goals. If you don't score a certain amount of goals, you're gonna get killed by the media. You're gonna get bantered. You're gonna get scrutinized a lot because people say, give him time. He's young. How are you gonna give a player for 95 million euro time when the club is banking on potential? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Banking on potential to be able to give player like that chances, I'm not sure that's gonna work. I'm not sure. Hey Wendy, how you doing? Hello Wendy, how you doing? Hello. Wendy, are you there?
Hello. Hello, boss. I'm fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
long time. Where have you been?
I've been around.
You
I've been
just
around.
you just making money, just chilling, right? It's good. It's good to make money. It's good.
We
It's good
also
to make
have
money.
to have our summer holidays.
Okay, okay. It's not bad. The season start
Okay.
next week, so we have to like kind of prepare. It's understandable.
Yes, boss. What about you? I hope you are good.
I'm good with the family, just chilling out, enjoying the winter time in America here, and also enjoying the transfer. It's been
Wow.
hectic with the transfer, this going out, ins and out, and everything. So it's been good. We thank God. It's been good.
Wow. We thank God. We thank God.
Yeah.
Good to be
So the
alive.
transfer, Sesko to United first and Garnarcho to Chelsea. 95 million from Benjamin Sesko. Do you think he worth that money? Like your take on him?
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. For me, I have said on many platforms that I think Sesko and this guy what is his name what this striker that Arsenal just signed
Gakores.
Gyökeres.
Yeah.
I think they've have switched places because the reason why I'm saying that when Arsenal was going for Sesko and when Arteta was insisting on that striker, and then I have watched his highlights and everything, I was
Mhm.
like, no, this guy don't have to go to Arsenal because if he goes to Arsenal, he's going to make Arsenal very good. And he didn't go to Arsenal, and then they went for Gyökeres. When United was looking for, when United wanted to bid for Gyökeres, I was like,
Mhm.
no, if he go to United, he will cook under Amaron. And somehow, like I was like, I don't want the two of them to go any other way. And now they have switched places. I was thinking that maybe Sesko would have gone to Newcastle instead because
Mhm.
you see the route that Isaac passed before he's becoming like Isaac that we all know. He passed
Mhm.
through where Isaac coming from? Isaac coming from the La Liga.
Yeah,
New,
let's just say that. Let's just say that.
yes. Newcastle by Isaac. We that sometimes we follow footballs and then because of banter and when some clubs are signing some players, you want to go and find out how good the player is or
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Are you there? Hello? Wendy, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think I missed you. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it was a good move for Isaac to go to Newcastle because there's not too much pressure over there. You build yourself up, and then one of the top six will be like, paying amount of money to get you. This is where we are. He's going to Liverpool. He said he wants Liverpool, and Liverpool project, as far as I can say, and with the coach, they are doing good, and the kind of signing they are doing is very attractive. Just like Chelsea, Chelsea's are very attractive now. To tell the truth,
Yeah,
my
keep
club
talking.
is
Keep
very
talking. Keep
attractive.
talking.
It's very, very attractive now. Yes. So I was thinking maybe Sesko will go to Newcastle, but the kind of environment is going well. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. For me, I just don't want anything good for Manchester and Arsenal. As a Chelsea fan, but as a
Mm-hmm.
football, you just have to. See how it goes. We want. It's even sometimes I feel like Manchester have to have.
Mm-hmm. But do you think because the amount of money Sesko is going for, that's a lot of money, which I don't believe it worth the money. But again, the question people throw back at me is the transfer market is flawed. So what do you expect? I'm like, I understand the transfer market is flawed, but paying that amount of money for a player like that, there have to be an expectation. There have to be an expectation, though. Are you there? Hello, hello. Wendy, are you there? Wendy, I can't hear you. Are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think you kind of breaking up and coming in, but I can hear you. What I'm saying is,
So-
a
Yes.
player like Sesko, when you're paying that amount of money for Sesko, you are expecting, how do I put it? You are expecting more from him. So the expectation is going to be high. Going to United for me, people would expect record signing 95 million, so you 90 million. What do you expect? You expect at least some goal scoring and everything. But if it's also scoring for the 5 games, 10 games, he didn't score goals. You're gonna be looking at them like, because for me, it's raw. I think you need to develop more for me to be able to say he's ready. And I will say it again, going to Newcastle for me will be better for him because it will develop under Eddie Howe. And I think then, if you want to move in 2, 3 years, he will be able to like 25, 24, 20, 25, 24 by then they can move. But United, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny about him in terms of, hey, is he going to be good enough? And I'm like, if you're going to be going to United, you are expected to perform, not just perform, week in and week out, which I believe that's a lot of pressure. For me, that's a lot of pressure.
Yes. Going to United is a lot of pressure, especially with the kind of price tag is on him. And right now, being at United right now is a little bit odd because even Sesko, I don't think he'll feel the kind of tactics and then Amari ball. The way Amari play his ball, I don't think he's the right striker for Amari. When they were going for this Villa striker, Watkins, yes, I was like, yes, Watkins is going to fit because of the kind of football he plays, and he had a lot of Premier League experience. But it seems in a business wise, you sometimes understand Manchester in a business wise because looking at the age, if you are going to buy Watkins for that kind of amount, and then you add up and buy Sesko for that kind of amount, and then his a potential. I mean, when you look at it business wise, I mean, you go for Sesko, but as the question is he going to flourish in Manchester? Because Sesko football is just like Sesko will be very fit with Arsenal. He would have been very good in Arsenal or Newcastle. This is not about banter, but that's how I see it. I've watched his highlights. I've watched how he plays footballs and all that. And when Arsenal was going for him, I was like, no, don't go for him because he was going to do very good in Arsenal. So I don't know, but let's see what happened. Now the transfer market is very crazy. It's crazy. The prices and then somehow I feel like these new owners coming to Chelsea are part of it because buying a young player with that kind of price tag is very high. But so far so good. So let's see how he's going to do. For me, I think going to Newcastle would have been a very good for him. And then when you look at some of the fan bases, you can see they prefer Sesko to go to Newcastle because right now I think Manchester is having about 3 strikers. They have now they are going to have Sesko. They are going to have
Højlund, Rasmus Age. Then I think
Højlund, Reimer, and then this Holland guy. Zeski, yes. And you see when Zeski was coming to Manchester, it was a whole lot of, I mean, being under Ten Hag, you think he was going to do very good, but look at what is happening. So Manchester right now, I don't know, but I don't care about Manchester. As far as my club is doing good, I'm okay. But it is what it is.
For me, that's the key. As long as the team are doing good, I don't really put too much effort on it. For me,
as long as my club is doing good, and I'm hoping anytime we meet them, we beat them, and then we just take our 3 points.
We'll play them in September.
Yes, I realize we play them in September.
Yeah, we'll play them
after the international break.
Is it after or before?
It's after. I think it's after.
I think the Champions League, because the Champions League draw is going to be in September, but it's going to be after the international break too. That's when the UCL starts.
Oh, okay.
I think so because the draw.
I've not really checked about the Champions League.
I've checked already. I think the Champions League starts after the international break too. I think so. Yes. Because we play United after the international break, then I think the Tuesday, Wednesday, we play the UCL begin.
Okay.
So the draw will be out. I think before we go to the national break, we'll know about the draw. I think after that, when the players go to the international break and come back, they know we're playing United, and after that, we go to the UCL.
Okay.
which I believe
I'm happy
should
we
have
are in
been
the
played.
UCL.
You say what?
I'm very happy that we are in the UCL this season, and then we are going to this ECL with with a good badge on our chest
Yeah,
as a champions.
exactly. And all eyes is gonna be on us because of the Club World Cup we won.
Yeah.
All eyes will be on us. Which I'm like, finally, Chelsea is in big table with the likes of Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. At least people need to
The
be.
PSGs and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because people talk about Chelsea. I'm like, people talk about Chelsea, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Arsenal can't even raise our boat because of how good I believe we are high in the UCL. I know we are good as a team. I'm confident about this team coming to Champions League and saying, "F you, we're gonna show the world we are good enough to be able to win UCL." So I trust Chelsea to shut him up a lot in the UCL because I know how good of a team we are. I know, I know how
Because
good of a
I
team
don't
we
know.
are.
We will see what Maresca bring this season, and
Obviously,
I think Maresca deserve we the fans, some of us that we didn't believe in him. I think he deserve our support, and then because we were not expecting if Maresca to bring us this far, And then I'm happy he's even in the coach of the year nominees.
we're gonna talk about
Being
the
part of
Ballon
it
d'Or.
is a plus. Selling Chelsea in a certain standard is what we've been through a lot as Chelsea fans, and even as a club all over the world. So it is time that we as Chelsea fans and the fan base we enjoy, and then we move forward. It's very unfortunate. I don't know whether you talk about that, so I want to
Yeah, we'll talk. Surely,
end
I'll talk about
yeah.
that because it's very, very
Okay.
important. I saw this. I'm like, Palmer is there. I'm like, okay, interesting. Maresca is there. Very interesting. I think they're gonna give it to Enrique though because of the UCL, but I'm not taking at the
Yes,
Club
yes.
World Cup. I think Enrique will win it, but Maresca being there for me is a plus.
It's good enough, yes. I think it will even encourage him more, to motivate him more as a coach to
To
do
do
more.
more. Yep.
Yeah, because
And I will say it again.
he really did well in the final
Never
division.
write Chelsea off in the Premier League. I've looked at our schedule very well. I'm not kidding. After United, after International, the big match I believe we have is in November, December, where we play back-to-back matches. Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal in between in between November, December. We play big. Apart from that, when we come back
I
from
think
international
our
break,
fixtures is not that bad. If we can
let
able
me
to
let me
gather
bring
all
it
the
up here.
points,
Let me
if
bring
we
it
can
up.
gather the points from now, from the beginning of the season until December, I think we are good to go. We are good to go.
We play we play a mix of low block and how do I put it? A mix of low block and teams that want to play football. So which give us a little bit of advantage. The only big team we're gonna play for me after United is gonna be possibly Liverpool and I think City, Arsenal in between. And we play Arsenal at home. We don't play them away. We play them at home. So the advantage is there
Yeah,
where we know. We play them at,
we are playing
we
home.
play,
We are playing Arsenal home first.
I know. Is it Arsenal home or our home?
I
I
mean,
think it's our home.
I've not checked. I only checked. What?
Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up.
All right. Okay.
I believe we are at home first. I believe so. I'm
I
bringing out
wish we
the.
could have go there first, and then second to Stamford Bridge. What I know is we are playing Manchester away first, and then they will come.
Yeah, so let me bring out Chelsea's schedule. Okay, let me bring our schedule. Okay, EPS schedule. Okay, okay. Chelsea. Okay. So we played Palace, West Ham. Let me see what we play. We play 17. Because I want to bring out Chelsea schedule first. So okay, yes, Chelsea. Oof. So this is our schedule. We play Palace. After Palace, we play West Ham.
So after West Ham, are you seeing the schedule? We play Fulham, we play Brentford, we play United, we play Brighton. Then in November, in November the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, week 7, I think in October, we play Liverpool at the Bridge. We play Nottingham Forest away. Then we play Sunderland, Tottenham Hotspur away, Wolverhampton Wanderers at home, Burnley away. Then we play Arsenal in November 29. That's gonna be at home at the Bridge. Then we play Leeds United away. Then I think in December we play Bournemouth, Everton at home first, Newcastle at St James's Park in December 20th, Aston Villa, Bournemouth again in December 30th, and we play Manchester City in January. So I don't know if you are seeing the schedule. So we don't really play the big matches until I think in October, where we usually play Liverpool at home. So those are easy matches we have to win. We play West Ham, Fulham, Palace, like a lot of teams where I believe we should be beating. That's my belief, because I believe the squad is good enough to be able to at least beat those opposition. That's me. That's me. Looking at the fixture, so I believe that the team is good enough to be able to beat those opposition, which I believe we are good enough to. And I think to play big team is going to beat Liverpool, so which I believe is at home first, not in Anfield, which favors us. We are at home first, so regardless of what happens, we are at home first. We should be able to win the kind of matches at home. Then maybe we think about that in November, because our November fixtures is mixed, is in between. It's in between. It's in between. So looking at the schedule now, are you confident? Hello, are you there? Are you there? I think Wendy, are you there? Wendy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. I don't know if Wendy can hear me. But like I'm saying, we play Liverpool in October, which is key though. We have to wait and see the moment. I think it's gonna be important, because if we win our first 3 matches, it puts us in a very, very good spot going into the international break. Then come back, play United in between. We play Champions League. You have to rest and rotate players and everything. So I think it's better for us, because at least by then we know the team we are playing, and it's easier for us when it comes to rotation and everything to be able to say, okay, I think we should be able to do this and do this and do this. That's key. That's key though. Wendy, are you there? So I don't know. I don't know if Wendy is there, because I don't know if she's having a problem with the microphone, but she hasn't really talked. Maybe she's having a issue with the microphone, but I think maybe she's out of microphone at the moment. But Wendy, if you're hearing us, let me know. So looking at our fixture for me though, so it's gonna be determined how far, the momentum and how far we can go. But I'm confident, because yes, the team have gone through a lot in terms of players and everything. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. So like I said with my take on Garnarcho, we have to wait and see though. The environment United is not really good enough for players to thrive. But again, he might come to Chelsea and just show up and tell the whole world. And tell the whole world, I've been how do I put it? I have a point to prove, because every player wants to do that, going to a different team, having a point to prove because of the environment and everything. So we have to wait and see. But again, I don't believe the amount of money United are quoting Chelsea is gonna be. We are not paying 50 million for Garnarcho. People need to understand that we are not paying 50 million for him. We are not. Chelsea will not pay 50 M for Garnarcho. I don't see us paying it. I do not. I don't see us doing it. We are not daft to do it. We're gonna settle for either 30 million. If United doesn't go, we're gonna go for like a loan with obligation or a loan with option. That's what I think we're gonna do. We are not paying 50M nap for Garnarcho. I don't think we do it. I don't think so. But we have to wait and see. Wendy, are you there? Hello, Wendy. Are you there? Wendy, are you there? I think I might though. I don't know what's going on with our mic. But I don't think we pay 50M for Garnarcho though. If United are expecting us to pay 50M, I don't see us paying it. The mark I think we're gonna pay possibly is gonna be like 30, 35. That's my take. That's how much I think we're gonna pay. Apart from that, I don't see us paying any other money. But we have to wait and see though. We have to wait and see. But that's what I think we will pay for him. We will. So people might try to disagree and agree, but that's how much I think we're gonna pay for that. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see though, but that's how much I think we're gonna pay. So I wanted to talk on Levi Colwell because Ginger came out in terms of being out until March. Wendy, are you there? Can you hear us? Hello, Wendy, are you there? Test mic, test mic. Wendy, are you there?
I'm here, please.
Oh,
Please, can
okay,
you hear
okay.
me?
Yes, now I can hear you
I
clear.
couldn't hear you, so I have to drop and come back.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Your take on Alejandro Garnarcho?
Okay, yeah. Alejandro Garnarcho, to me, personally, I like him. I like him. I want him to be at Chelsea. And I know when it comes to Chelsea, he's going to do good. It's just about how much we are going to bid for him.
I
That's
think
the
30
point.
million or 35. United 150. I don't think we pay 50. I think it's gonna be 30, 35.
Garnacho is not a bad player, and especially when he's coming to Chelsea and Chelsea wants him, I think we have to support him when he comes. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Maybe it's just about the environment where he is, and then maybe under Maresca, just like Jordan Sancho when he comes to Chelsea, we can, work something out with him. I don't think he's a bad player. The way some of the fan base are reacting towards Garnacho, I think he's his football that we need. What he can do on the pitch. Yes, it matters. His attitude and all that is very important, especially in the dressing room. But aside from that, if Chelsea have made a background checkup and they feel like he's a good fit for us for our projects, to me, he's not that bad player. Because anytime I watch Manchester United matches, I used to watch him a lot. He and Rashford, they are one of the players I really like at Manchester for them to come to Chelsea. So if Garnacho wants Chelsea and Chelsea want Garnacho, it's not that bad business. We shouldn't just be bullied for Manchester to give us the price they want. We should give them what we feel like is good for
I think we'll
Garnacho.
pay 30. I think we'll settle for 30, 35. Maybe 30 with add-ons. I don't see us paying 50 million. I've said it to a lot of United fans on the TL. Chelsea are not paying 15 million for Alejandro Garnacho. You can take that. You hear it from me here, from the Blue Studio here. We are not paying 15 million for Garnacho. Max you can pay is 30, 35, which I believe Chelsea deem the appropriate prices. Now, Garnacho want to move. It's from the academy. It's a pure profit. So United know it's a pure profit that they have to get as much money as possible to put it in the book because of how much they spent. 71 for Umbremo, 70 for Cunha, 90 million for Benjamin Sesko. They have to sell. They have to be able to sell. They gotta sell. So Garnacho is a pure profit because it's from the academic where they have to be able to sell because they know when they sell, they'll be able to make enough money and they can put that in. They can put that in the book and say yes, this person in the book. But the amount of money that I don't see Chelsea paying that. The max in my head I think we can pay is 40 million. That's I think how much I think Chelsea can pay. We are not paying 50 million for him. I don't think so. We are not paying that.
40 for Garnacho, and then how much do we buy Gettins? I think we buy him
But yeah,
for
I think
55.
we pay for the years for him.
So if we buy Garnarcho for that price, I think 40 is too much. Garnarcho is a good player, but I don't think we should give Manchester that much money. You know, the kind of money we want to give Manchester is what they deserve to have.
I agree,
For
though, but
me,
I
I
think
like Garnarcho. I like him. I like him. I like him as a player. I really like him. I really like him. And if he comes to Chelsea, he would like to prove Manchester wrong. And I mean, some of the Chelsea fans too wrong. I
and
think the reason why
especially
he's pushing so
especially
much to come to Chelsea.
that match in September after the break. That is a big match for him where he will travel because we're gonna play in Old Trafford. He will travel to Old Trafford and he wants to show you that, especially the fan base. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be
Yeah.
an emotional game for him because he's traveling home against his former team and to show the world I I'm a rejected stone. I want to prove to the world that I'm good enough to play. So it's gonna
He'll
be
prove unless Maresca don't play him, but he's a
Malaysia
good
will play
player.
him. He
If
will play him.
Maresca wants him, if Maresca wants Garnacho, then I think we have to have Garnacho. Garnacho is not a bad player. For me, I like him. I really like that guy as a player. Whenever I watch Manchester United matches, I like him. He's direct. He's very direct. It's just that maybe sometimes you just can't predict with these players. They also have their own personal problems and their own
Yeah.
issues
Mhm.
aside from football. So sometimes you just can't judge them too much. But I think Garnacho is a very good player. If we have Garnacho in our squad, it's good. Even for him to say he wants Chelsea, he wants the project because he
Yep.
thinks he can succeed in Chelsea. Under Maresca, maybe he can. I mean, now players are starting to blame Maresca. Just like
He rejected Saudi with a big money. In time,
yeah,
Italian team said no. But Bundesliga team said no. He said he only want to play for Chelsea, and he's made that clear to
mm,
United. Chelsea or nobody. He already made that clear to United already. United know he wants to play for Chelsea. They know. He's made that clear to the board, to the owners. He wants to play there. And the
yeah.
first
Chelsea
competition
is a
has
big
come up
club.
between Chelsea and the United. Now it's all about because what Chelsea wants to do is Chelsea want to wait maybe towards the end of August, where we only have like a week before the transfer window finish. Where United will
Yeah,
have to panic. They will have to do a panic buy where they have to like, okay, I think we have to sanction this, man. We have to just do this. We cannot because
and then I think
United they'll be thinking if you cannot sell him for how much we want, you can just be on the bench for January. You cannot freeze Garnacho in the bench for January. You have to sell him because of the money, because of the players you are buying. So many money, how much money you are kind of putting out. You have to be able to like make money. It's pure profit. You have to. Rashford is alone with option to buy for Barcelona for 40 million. Why after that? Who have we sold? Nobody. No one.
and
No one.
if they don't take time, I think Chelsea will go with the same deal as Sancho.
Sancho, yes.
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible.
And
Chelsea
does
is
it really
thinking
favor
about
United? It
I
doesn't favor United for me. It
honest.
doesn't favor them. They'll prefer to sell because it's from the academy. That's a pure profit. They prefer to sell. They will. Because when they sell Garnacho, it's a pure profit for them. It favors them a lot. They can invest that
Oh yeah,
into. Mhm. So what?
the home ground beans when you sell them in is very they are very variable.
Yep. hmm So we have to wait and see. Though we have to. I don't like I said. I don't think we pay 50 million for me. I don't think so. We will be able to pay 30 million. Yes, I know that's what Chelsea wants to pay. But the max I can think of that Chelsea will pay is 40 million, which I believe is for me though is too much. For me, I think it's too much. But 30 to 35 million is what I think Chelsea will pay. Now, does United agree to that? I don't know, but I think that's how much I think we'll pay. That's how much I think we'll pay. 30, 35. I don't think we'll
For
pay
me
50 million for
looking
Garnacho.
for me reading things from from anywhere, I think Chelsea really want Garnacho and Garnacho also really want Chelsea. So I
Yep.
think both of them are going to work it out. And
Yeah,
then
we
knowing
have to
these new
communicate with
owners, these are our new owners, I think they have learned in this window. You can see they have learned. They are not overpaying. They are not over. I
Mhm.
mean, they are not rushing. They are just being patient with some
Mhm.
of the deals. So some of the deals that we are trying to do, if it's not it's not if they are not, I mean, we are not hearing the here we go a done deal earlier. I don't bother that much because I know when Chelsea wants a player and then he's taking that long in that particular player, we're definitely going to get him. It's just that they don't want to overpay. Now they know now they've learnt a lot. So we're just
As much as
hoping
people
that
want
they
to
don't overpay.
criticize the ownership, you also have to give credit to the director of football and the ownership because they've done very, very well. We've gone to Thomas Tuchel, Lampard, Potter, Pochettino, now to Maresca, different manager, different style of play. You have to give the ownership a lot of credit because they've eventually find their man and they told you what, this is our man. We don't care what people say. This is our man. And Maresca have done well. He's won the conference. Conference. He won the Club World Cup, and we're in the Champions League. So it deserves a lot of credit. It totally deserves a lot of credit.
We never knew. Even me as a Chelsea fan, I didn't know Maresca would bring us that far. So I mean, when it comes to Maresca, I think it's about how we say it. I think I'll give him my support. That's how I can see. And let's see how because he's sometimes he sells in his press conference that he's also learning. So maybe
Yep.
he's learning. So let's see. We should give him this season. At least he signed for 5 years, and then his first season he's giving us 2 trophies, the most important trophies. I think. I mean, Blue, you know something about this Chelsea hate. If it were to be a different club like Madrid won this Club World Cup,
Yep.
they would have
They'll be
respected
pleased.
they would have respected the trophy to that extent. But just
Yep.
because it's Chelsea,
Because of the
Valentine
hate.
and
I like it. Me, I like
yes.
it. Let them keep hating us and we keep
But we are
winning.
the first person to win this edition. We are the first club to win it.
Yep.
I mean, with this team that people were like, I mean, saying a whole lot of things, and sometimes we as a fan sometimes we sometimes give up because the way things is going, but we are finally realizing that maybe the project is making sense and all that. I read somewhere where I heard that Manchester wanted Maresca, but they were not fast enough, and then Chelsea went for him, something like that I read.
Yeah, but I think it was Joe Shield though. Joe Shield was one that was pushing for Maresca because remember they worked together in Manchester City, and when Manchester City won the treble year, Maresca was assistant coach to Pep Guardiola then. So he was
I
assistant
even
then
heard
when
one of the journalists read some article that even Man City was looking at if Guardiola, he would be Guardiola replacement or something like that. I read it somewhere. So you see, I think we should give him our support this season. The way he said this season, we don't want to hear we are not in the title race. We are not in the title race. I think I think we can compete. We can compete.
my,
Just
my
that I pray
question,
for injury free for the players. I just
yeah,
wish nobody has injury until this
yeah,
Colwell.
my prayer
I know
already
you
have been
you talk you talk about that. So
yeah. Yeah, but for me too, I'm really happy because people will write us off in the league, which I like. Me, I like it like that. Let us write us off. I want us to creep from the back. Just keep creeping from the back, doing our stuff from the back. You never can see, you never know. City, Liverpool, Arsenal, one of them will fall off. Or even the three of them might fall off. Then we'll take advantage. For me, I've already told United fans, I think United will finish maybe 7th or 8th. That's my logic because United squad is for me, the squad is not settled enough. And the way Amorim plays for me, I don't think because I watched all their preseason and I'm like, I'm not sure this team is really good enough to go to for the other 38 matches without conceding goals. I don't trust that defense. Even that goalkeeper, I don't trust. So yeah, they buy Cunha, they buy Ubuemo and Bruno Fernandes and co. But I still don't trust them to be able to go 38 matches without conceding because I don't think they have enough. Like Amorim is not the manager that has a plan B. If your plan A is not working, it's not working. That's it. I don't think it's the manager that has a plan B where if the plan A is not working, he will rely on his plan B to be able to pull them out. I don't think it's the manager. And for Arteta is Arteta. I've said it from day one. I watch all Arsenal preseason games. Arsenal are cooked. For me, they are cooked. They are cooked. The way Arteta is playing, if they survive top 2, Arsenal should be lucky. If they
Really?
finish top, they should be lucky. I'm not joking.
Are
No.
you sure about that? I've not watched. I've not watched
They are
their
pre
preseason.
they are preseason. People might say preseason doesn't make any sense. Preseason shows how the players' mentality, like intensity, preparing for the new season. The way Arsenal play for me, Arsenal might be cooked. And look at their fixture: Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, United in between, Leeds United in between. They have to travel to St. James's Park. They have to travel to Nottingham Forest Stadium to go and play there. Bro, sorry, how did they survive that? I don't know. When the season starts, their first match is in Old Trafford. Second match, they play Leeds. Third match, in between, they play Nottingham Forest. Their fourth match, they play Newcastle United at St. James's Park. How can they survive that? I don't know. I don't know. They are cooked. Look at the fixture. They are cooked. If they get 12 points out of that game, they should be very, very lucky. And for Victor Gyökeres, if he like himself, he should quickly adapt, because what I saw in that preseason for me, oh Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We'll see though. So I want to quickly touch on the Levi Colwell, because I know you saw the news. I'm absolutely devastated because
Yeah.
he will be out of the season until March next year, 2026 next year. And according to Fabrizio briefing right now, Chelsea are not looking to buy new defenders right now. They are happy with the squad, as they believe the squad is good enough to at least take us to March next year. We have Tosin. There's Badiashile is going to come back in September. There's Wesley Fafana. There's Trevor Chaluba. I'm not sure Fafana because he does not stay fit. So I don't trust him because he won't stay fit. He's an injury-prone player. So Trevor, Levi, Trevor Chaluba, I'm not sure. Tosin, okay, possibly. Wesley doesn't stay fit. Wait, my question now is, you bought Atto, which predominantly a left back. Do you play him as a central back and play Cucurella? You don't want to burn out Cucurella. You don't want to burn him out. Champions League, Premier League. You have to be able to rotate him and at least give him some some rotation. Give him some rotation. So where do you see us heading to in terms of Levi? Out till next year match.
Boss, what I see is it's very, very sad. When I read the news, I had a notification. I was very down because Levi Colwell is one of the guys that his mentality from last season entering to this season. Sometimes when you listen to his interviews and all that, you can see the mentality very high. You see that kind of, he has that kind of leadership too in him. Injury is a blow to Chelsea fans. I mean, there are some fans out there that they used to criticize him, but Liverpool is not that bad. I think Liverpool has improved a lot, and going forward, he would have become one of the best. Left centre backs, but ACL is very bad injury. It's
It's
very,
very,
very
yeah.
bad injury. First of all,
Especially in the middle of a World Cup.
it's limits. Yeah, it limits you. It's sometimes mental in your mental health. It limits you. It limits you in so many things if you're not that strong mentally. ACL is a very bad injury. That I always pray that none of our boys should have it, but unfortunately for us, this is our reality now. And then, I mean, me in my own opinion as a Chelsea fan, I was saying, that I said this on another platform, that I think I don't know what happened between Chelsea and then between the coach with Renato Vega. All I know
Yeah.
is he wants to play a left centre back because he wants to go to the World Cup. That's why he went for a loan. But behind the scene, I don't know what happened, whether he was pushing the move or not. If not, I think this is the opportunity for him. And then instead of us going out there, because selling some now, there are some of the players, selling them is a problem now. We want some of them to go so that we can bring in a new one. But selling them has become something else. So I think I think for now, I don't know the kind of left centre back we are going for now. And
If
then
Abucho should tell
I can
that
hear you.
we are not going to buy a centre back at the moment. We are satisfied with what we have, and I'm like Tosin, Levi, Wesley, who doesn't stay fit, Silvechaloba, and oh my goodness, I'm not sure now. A player I would love to see more is Achempong, but I see him more as a right back, and I don't see him as a centre back, which I don't think Maresca will be able to. I don't think Maresca is, how do I put it? I don't know if Maresca is confident enough to trust Josh as a centre back and say, okay, Josh, we're gonna trust you until March to play because there's Gusto as the right back, there's James there. So do you trust Josh Ashempong to be like, you're gonna be the right back behind Tosin, behind Trevor Chalobah when sometimes when when they have to go to rest, we play there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Maresca will be able to do it. I don't know.
Well, Josh Ashampon is, I mean, very promising, very good on the ball, very comfortable on the ball. I really like him, and I really want this season. I hope he gets much playing time, because if we are not going to give Josh a playing time, then he has to go on loan. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
I
even
agree.
thinking maybe just go to Salzburg because that's the place that is very guaranteed to get a very much playing time. But it didn't happen. It seems they still want to. I know Maresca really like that guy. If you really
Mhm.
like him, then develop him, give him chance. But I don't think Josh can play left centre back. I see him rather in the right centre back or right back. And
Mhm.
then I would have suggest Mageyu, but having, Mageyu, when Mageyu can cover for Colwell, but when
Yeah, the
Colwell comes
problem with
back, you don't.
Maguire is, the problem when the problem is it, you have to be able to convince him because I don't think he wants to come to Chelsea without the guarantee starting 11. Because if Levi come back now, what do you tell Maguire? Do you put him on the bench? Do you start him? Because if you're gonna tell Maguire you're gonna be the
That
starting
is
11.
that
Mhm.
blue eye. That's why Maguire coming to Chelsea is going to be very difficult
Mhm.
because he has to think about all those things. Because when it comes to Chelsea, Maguire and Levi play the same position when it comes to
Yeah.
the England national team, and they all
Mhm.
want to go to the World Cup or they all want to make it in the national team. So Maguire will think about all those factors before considering come to Chelsea. So Maguire is out. Chelsea going for Maguire is out. I think we should go. I think we should talk to. I don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened behind the scenes
I think
with
there's a
Captain
disagreement between
Vega. I
Chelsea.
would have
There's a
loved Renat Vega.
There's a
I would have
disagreement
loved Renat.
between Vega and Chelsea because Vega wants to play more as a centre back, as a centre back. Chelsea was like, no, we have enough. We don't
And
really. Mhm.
right now, the opportunities has come, so Chelsea have to. I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know his relationship between him and Maresca. If not, I think they should sit him down and then. I mean, because that's where he wants to play, and now the opportunity is there. So prove yourself. And then I mean maybe just maybe when he prove himself and still Chelsea want to sell him, maybe his values might go high when Kovo comes back. So sometimes it's a gamble.
Mhm.
And I like that guy.
Another player I think we are looking at. I don't know if you know this player is Calvini.
No, I have not. It was this player that I was following. Antonia this thing
Antonio
in Ben.
Benfica.
I've not.
I don't want to deal with Rio Costa again. No, no, no. I do not want
I
to deal
know.
with Rio Costa again.
No, but
No, no,
that's very
no.
it's good.
When the
You know,
we have dealt with Rio Costa with Enzo Fernandez. I don't want to deal with him again. Nah. I
yeah,
don't.
sometimes it is what it is. When you want something, it's just like Brighton. We keep saying Brighton always get money from us, but we still go in. You see, when sometimes you want something, you just have to go for it. When you desire that thing, you have to go for it.
Hmm?
I think that player is very good and is the right distance for the Chelsea system. He can really play that left centre back, even though he's right.
Mhm.
So I think he's there. And then when it comes to the Premier League, I think we wanted Hoyland by Rashford Hoyland, but it didn't work out.
Mhm.
So I would have. I don't know. I don't know. I think.
Okay, so according
I
to
think.
Fabrizio, he said,
Go for Europe. If not for
Chelsea Fabrizio tweeted already like an hour ago. Chelsea are not activated. Have not activated any immediate emergency plan to start a new centre back after Levi Colwell injury.
okay.
Club has followed through in the current squad, also with Gerald Hato joining, last week who can play as a left back and also as a center back.
Yeah. But if you are playing Hato as a centre back because now Kowa is injured, it means you are going to play Korea every match, and then it's
Mhm.
not going to work out. That's what you know something. I was I was like when we started this Club World Cup, I
Mhm.
was just analyzing some things, writing some things down that I think the kind of matches these players have played is too much.
It's too
So
much,
I
yeah.
am afraid. And then the 3 weeks they give them is less. They're supposed to be more than 3 weeks, but it's because of the shadows of the Premier League. There's nothing you
Yeah,
can do
Chelsea
about it.
requested. That's why Man City requested for like off day because Chelsea played on Sunday. Chelsea thought like, can we just play a week after instead of giving the players 3 weeks? They give them 4 weeks to come back. EPL said no, that they don't care about the Club World Cup. That's it. They said no, they do not care. So what do Chelsea have to do?
This is the problem.
Mhm.
I think Madrid also did the same thing in La Liga, but I
In
don't
La
know
Liga,
whether they've
La Liga
approved
said
it or
no.
not. But I know
Yeah,
at
La
the end
Liga
of the
said
day,
no.
it's Madrid.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. You see, so I pray, boss. I pray that we don't pick up too many injuries because I think this season is Chelsea
It's
season.
gonna be big.
I pray we
Yeah,
don't
I
pick
also
too much.
think
I
that's why
think
I want us to sign Xavi Simon also because of Palmer is gonna be playing a lot of matches. Palmer need rest. That brother need a lot of rest for me. That's why I want us to sign Xavi Simon as soon as possible. So if Palmer goes on the bench,
yes.
we have Xavi Simon who can actually play in that position. At least can give Palmer some rest. Palmer cannot play on matches. People need to realize that he cannot play on matches. He will have to rest in some matches. He will. He will. Champions League, Premier League.
And we are
He will
playing
have
the
to rest.
Champions League. It's a very high intensity.
It
You
will
know,
because Champions
if
League is
Xavi
different. It's a
Simon,
league phase. UCL is a league phase now. It's going to be played towards end of January. So Palmer will have to rest. He will play a lot of matches, but he will have to rest. That's why I want Chelsea to quickly done with the Service Simon deal. So Palmer can have enough rest where Simon can play his position. That's why I'm
yeah,
happy
but
that
Blue Eye,
we're gonna be having Gittin and Garnarcho on the left wing, maybe Estaval, Pedro Neto possibly in the right wing, maybe Palmer and Service Simon in the middle. That makes me happy. The midfield is stuck for me. I don't worry too much about the midfield because the midfield is already fully complete for me. So if Chelsea both can do it, because Chelsea already know they're already planning for this season because they look at the injuries record. I'm like, we need to have two players in one position because just in case injury occur, we know how to react. And Lord and behold, Levi Colwell gets injured. That's it.
yeah, Liverpool injured is very it blows all of us. I mean, it's very tough to take and very very hard to take in. It's I is one player that I really like. I like Liverpool a lot. I like the way he plays, the way he studies the game, and then the kind of his mentality he has. I mean, Liverpool. I mean, being part of. I mean, I listened to Maresca press conference this morning,
Mhm.
and he said something about Liverpool that I like. That he has given him his flowers because he said he told Liverpool that he's part of the reason why we are playing Champions League. You know, so him being out is it's a blow. And then he thinks that speaking about his injury, reading how Maresca talk about Liverpool, you can see it has really hurt him because Liverpool is one of his favorite players that he really likes. It has really hurt me. So Blue Eye, I think we should give Renato Vega a chance for him to play to replace Liverpool.
Yes, but I think
If
there's a
what
disagreement between
happened?
Chelsea and Vega. And I don't know how that is gonna work, but there's a disagreement between that. Somebody have to. The problem is somebody have to lower their ego. That's what I think it is. Some Chelsea, if
That is
Chelsea
why.
did not.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened behind the scene. We never know. But if they can work something out, but if the coach still does not work to work with him and they are forcing on him, I don't think it's a good idea. But I think if Maresca really wants a center
Mhm.
back, a left center back like Colwell, I think Renato Vega is a very good candidate. So they should just, since we have him and we are not going to pay that much. How much do we pay for him? 12 something.
Yeah, 12 to 15. Yep.
See how it goes. Reason why he did not go to Atletico Madrid. Maybe sometimes we think ahead before time, but you don't know. Maybe it's a sky. There's a sky in this blessing. Maybe that's his opportunity. You know.
It's possible. It
So
is
I think,
possible.
yeah. To me, I think we should. I mean, at least we shouldn't buy a center back now. We should give Vega a chance until January. You see, until January and then we see. So me, I think he's the perfect, because you can't depend on Van der Schil. Van der Schil is a very good player.
Mm.
Sometimes he's very good, but you see, one thing I've noticed about Van der Schil, anytime he tries to prove, or anytime as a fan we are trying to, fall in love with him, he goes injured. You
Yep.
see, that is the problem with Van der Schil. But I think I think Vega will do good. I think we should give
Yeah.
Vega a chance, and then we should let
Yeah, but again, we have to. My question
Cucurella
now
in
boils
how
down to,
to.
if Chelsea are saying, okay, we don't want to do too much in the transfer window in terms of buying a center back, let's wait and see what we're gonna do. My fear is Wesley Fafana because it doesn't stay fit. That's my fear.
Fafana, we have been able to, go through so many things, thick and thin, without Fafana. So
Mhm.
Fafana, when you see, it has come to a point as a Chelsea fan, Wendy, here, that when I see Fafana in the, in Cobram training,
Mhm.
I don't get my hopes high. I've come to that. I've come to that point. Fafana and this thing, Rumelavia. I have come. Even Rumelavia is not in the. Is not training. I've come to that point that these two people, you can't count on them.
Yep.
Sometimes you can even count on James, because you can see sometimes James is. I'm not saying that Fafana and Lavia are comfortable with what is going on. No, but I think James. You can see James is putting much effort, and
Mhm.
Rich James is Chelsea itself. Yes, I can say Rich James right now. Rich James is Chelsea. If you take out
Because
Rich James, there is
yeah,
no Chelsea.
it's the club captain. So
Yes, Rich James is the right now. Then this new ownership and this new era, Rich James is the first face of Chelsea. Without Rich James, is something. I mean, that's why Mikel said that Rich James have to be fit. Being Rich James being fit, we've won 2 trophies.
yeah,
So Fafana and Lavia, I like them. They are good players. They add so many things to Chelsea team, but I don't rely on them.
I
No, I
agree. I
don't.
agree. Me too,
Since
I
we have,
don't.
I don't really want to. I don't want us to lose Chaloba. I don't want us to lose Tosin. I think we can manage.
I think now that Levi is injured now, I don't think Chelsea will be able to even sell Shaloba or even put him into the market because of Levi's
No,
situation.
no, 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 no. And even Tosin can play as a left center back. Tosin can play
Yes,
that
he can.
position.
He
It's just
can.
that sometimes, Tosin is Tosin sometimes. That's the only way.
Mhm.
But I'm praying that, and I'm seeing that after this club World Cup, the mentality will change. It's always going to be in the mind of these players that it's win 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 and nothing else. Going for titles, because Chelsea, that's what we are known for. I'm praying that Rich James stays fit, because right now that Liverpool is out, Rich James is going to push. He's going to be the one to push the players, and then
Yeah,
Enzo
yeah, yeah. And
Fernandez.
also because of now
And
there's a preseason for tomorrow and Sunday. Leverkusen and AC Milan. I'm like, how kind of preseason is that again? But again, the player need the rest. You are giving them a preseason just a week before the season start, and they have to play. It's complicated for me because I'm like, why are you playing this kind of preseason? It doesn't make sense to me though.
it
It
doesn't make
doesn't.
sense. It's to me I agree with you, Bly. I was thinking maybe it's supposed to be something like a training session, and then we start
And you are
the
playing a preseason with
start
an
the new
intense
season
team like
again.
Bayern Leverkusen and AC Milan. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense though. It doesn't.
I just
Like
pray that we don't have any injury. We should just use some of the players that you didn't get enough minutes during the Club World
maybe,
Cup.
yeah,
And
yeah,
let's
I
see
agree
how
to
long.
that also too.
Because
I
I
do.
think Andre Santos is ready. He's ready.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he's ready. I think that guy is ready. He has always been ready. So I mean, we should be thankful. Our features is not that this thing, but it's not that. I mean, we can go through it.
Yeah, we can cope. I agree to that. We'll see. Also, I want to say something.
You can manage.
Yes, I don't know if you uh like what I've seen right now. I saw the list of the Ballon d'Or. So firstly, your take on the Ballon d'Or list from the goalkeeper, the
Mm,
players, the team and everything.
mm. No, I think Caicedo should have been there.
I said it's not there,
This
but
my
Declan Rice is there.
Yeah. I think yes. For me, Kopama is there. I'm cool with it, but I think Caicedo. I mean, Caicedo should have been there. Caicedo should have been there. I don't know why Caicedo is not there. I don't know why Caicedo is not there. If you talk about Enzo, all right, maybe I want Enzo to be there, but maybe I can escape with that. But I think Caicedo is supposed to be there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They sometimes these people look. You see, sometimes it's about the hype and then how we sell our players. This Ballon
Mm-hmm.
d'Ors it's all about yes, it's all about how the media's, and then the individual in Chelsea sell these our players.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the La Liga they sell these players and hype them so much, so they are always there.
Mm-hmm.
They are always there, you know. So sometimes it's about that, but I think Caicedo should have been there with Kopama,
I think it will be
But
because of the because of you have UCL this year now. People will be able to talk about Caicedo more than they do
yeah,
because
yeah,
now
yeah, yeah. You are right.
we are in the
You are right,
UCL
and
now.
I'm praying that
People will give him
Caicedo
people will
improve.
give him his flowers in a lot now. People will give him his flowers a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I hope Caicedo even become much better than last season.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good player, a very great player to as such. So
Mm-hmm.
I Blue Eye. So I want to ask you a question on
Oh, go ahead.
Xavi Simon's deal. What is
I
what is
think
going on with it?
I think the problem is I think I saw the because I listened to Fabricio Ben Jacob also too. I think with the problem with Simon is Chelsea has a valuation they want to pay, which is they don't want to pay what RB Leipzig want, which is 60 million euro, 70 million pounds. So Chelsea want to pay like 55, 50. So I think I think an agreement has been made, reached. I think maybe in the background, but they don't want to make it official because Leipzig are looking for like a replacement. They are already talking to Liverpool about Abi Elliott. So I think if they get Abi Elliott over the line, Xavi Simon will leave because Simon has been telling Leipzig already he wants to go. He's not training. He's not with the squad. He's been omitted from the squad. He just he's training himself alone. He wants because his
Yeah,
friend.
I heard something about him going back to training. To
Yeah,
I
he's
read
training
something.
individually, just himself alone,
Okay.
without the
Okay.
squad. So his friend Jaral Hato, his countryman, is already in Chelsea. So he wants to go. Leipzig knows he wants to leave. Leipzig already know, but Chelsea hasn't tabled an offer yet because Chelsea are winning that once we table an offer, they want to have that confidence that once we submit a bid, it has to be accepted. And according to
Yeah.
Ben Jacob today, so the expectation is Sabe someone the deal will be accepted before the Premier League season starts, which is going to be next week. So before we play Crystal Palace, a deal will be agreed with him. Then I think he will travel for medicals and he will be in the squad because Simon wants to be in the Premier League squad for the first Premier League first Premier League match. He wants to be in the squad. It's already that's what he told Leipzig. I want to be in Chelsea squad before the league season starts. He already said it already. So Chelsea worked things out with Leipzig. They'll work things out with him. They will. So it
Okay,
might be
because I
possible.
don't want
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this in a situation whereby this deal become like hijack, like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
way
But
Olise deal becomes. I know the Olise deal is Chelsea that excuse me for my language, Chelsea just messed up or fucked up with that deal.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, I
that guy
think
is a
so.
very good player.
Imagine having Ulisse and the Kopama in the same team. Just
My
imagine
God.
that. Just
God.
imagine Ulisse
God.
Palmer in the same team.
I think
That's
I think right now that Esteban, we are having it, but we don't have to put pressure on Esteban.
yeah, we don't.
That guy is something else. Kopama is cold, but that guy, I don't know whether he's hot. I just hope that
All
he
is good,
can
but I wouldn't
adapt
want us
and then
for me. I wouldn't want to put too much pressure on him. Just let him play
yeah,
football.
he
Maresca
just
already
need
said
to
it.
adapt.
Maresca said that he wants him to play with smile on his face.
Yeah.
He wants him to play with smile. I don't want him to. They don't want too much stuff on him, man. I don't want. Mm-hmm. I
You
don't
just
want him.
have to when is there about the adaptation when he's
Mhm.
adapt, he's good to go.
Yeah. I don't worry about Estavao that much because I believe with time he will get better. I'm confident about that. With time, Estavao will be good, especially the way the EPL is. Estavao will play football, and I'm so happy about that. It's just about all of them staying fit because of the intensity. It's
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
intensity. Mhm. I'm confident though because I saw the Ballon d'Or. I'm like Estavao there as the young players of the season. Maresca as the manager in the shortlist of the manager. Chelsea women's Bombastor there. So I'm so happy, man, because Chelsea are there, like Chelsea, like oh my goodness, I'm
Just
so happy.
being there. Yeah. Sometimes just being there, you feel like,
Cole
I mean,
Palmer there.
Maresca is right now. You can count Maresca among the top coaches. Yes, because
Mhm,
he's been nominated in the top coaches. So
mhm.
if you are talking about, I mean, Maresca, Chelsea manager, you need to put some respect on him because he's among, even if he doesn't win, he's among of the top coaches.
I remember right now, Arsenal fans should shut their mouth. It's better than Ateta. It's better. Forget that. I'm not kidding. Because people talk about Ateta as this. I'm like, what has Ateta giving you guys? People say FA Cup and Community Shield. Maresca first season, he won the Conference League. People just saying it. He won the Club World Cup and he's in the UCL. So if you cannot respect that, then which one do you want to
He
respect?
has he has beaten a team and a club that you were not able to beat in the Champions
Yes.
League. Mm-hmm.
Andy,
He's beaten
we
he's
we
beaten them
we,
three
we
nil.
dominated Paris Saint-Germain, the best club in the world, in the final. Across the whole world where everybody is watching, the whole entire millions and billions are watching. We went into the Club World Cup final and dismantled Paris Saint-Germain. No. You have to give credit to the players and the manager, man. You have to. You have to, man. Because I don't because like I was telling people in the chat, I think Enrique wins the manager of the season because of just because of the Champions League. He wins the manager of the season. For me, Dembele is the winner of the
Yes,
Ballon
yes.
d'Or. But again, I can see a scenario where Kopama wins the Ballon d'Or ahead of Dembele. I can see that scenario
Wow.
happen.
Wow. It
Yes.
could have been it could
Because
have
I
been a
think
miracle.
Infantino might push it. Infantino might push it.
If Kopama win, wow. It will be something else for Chelsea
Mhm.
fan base. I mean, it will be glorious for Chelsea fan base. I really hope he does. It's just that I think Lamine Yamal is also there, and
Yeah,
you know
I think Dembele wins
these
it
La
because of
Liga players.
because of the UCL. Dembele wins it.
And then they are doing this in France. Is
Hmm.
is them that I think, I think Dembele is favorite. I mean,
Hmm.
maybe Lama will come second and then Palmer will come third. Even that, I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
I'm okay
As
with
long
that
as his name is
because
there,
I think Palmer is good. Palmer will go far. If Palmer
yeah,
still
it
stay
will.
humble, he will
What
go far
and that's something
because
that I think happen is let's say Chelsea wins the Champions League and the Premier League this season, and we do well. I don't think Palmer will win the
I
Ballon d'Or
I
next
have
year.
dreamt. Blue, I
You
have
know why
dreamt
I don't
about.
think he
I
wins the
have
Ballon
dreamt
d'Or
about
next year?
this.
Because I don't think England wins the World Cup, which for me, which eliminates Palmer from the Ballon d'Or next year if Chelsea does well this season. he eliminates him from the Ballon d'Or next year because I don't think England win the World Cup and I don't think they go far. For me, if Chelsea does well this season, for example, we win the Champions League, win the Premier League, we win all trophy needed to win. I do not think Palmer will be the favorite, but I think what will take him out of the favoritism is the World Cup, which I don't believe England wins, and I don't believe England go far. That's me. I'm still gonna pick Spain, France ahead of England, Portugal ahead of England to win the World Cup. So
Winning
that
the
might
World
be
Cup
that.
is not easy.
I know. So we'll see. We'll see. So let's quickly talk on Nicola Jackson because I know you've seen the reports. It's over
Yeah.
between Chelsea and Jackson. It's over. The mutual agreement has been reached. He will leave Chelsea for 80 million euro. He will leave Chelsea. Newcastle, Bayern Munich, and Tottenham Hotspur want Nicola Jackson. Where do you see Jackson going to?
Well, with Nicola Jackson, I really hope he stays. I hope he stays,
It's over.
and then
It's official. It's over. It's not staying. It's
he
over.
competes because even though he's one of the guys that we criticize so much because of sometimes the kind of chances he misses, but I think Nicola Jackson is improving. Even though with all those flaws, he's improving. So if we are selling Nicolas Jackson, I don't want him to be in the Prem. I would love Nicolas Jackson to be outside the Prem, and he's doing good over there. But if Nicolas Jackson will be in the Prem, I think his best place to be is Newcastle.
The problem is the amount Chelsea are quoting for clubs. They are very worried because Chelsea want 80 million, which I don't believe. But I believe teams that want to pay that to play closely, maybe like 70, 75. But 80 million, and that Chelsea will stand by that because of what other players have gone into. So 80 million
Chelsea will stand by. Blue Eye, Chelsea will stand by that 80 million amount only if it's coming from the Prem club. But if it's coming from outside, they will reduce it because Chelsea is doing that because if you are buying a KTK from, German league without no improving in the Premier League, you are buying him with that kind of amount. Then Jackson deserve much more than that. I agree. I agree with the board. If you are buying him in the Prem to play in the Prem, you should pay more than that because he's have 2 seasons in the Prem. He knows the pressure. He can soak the pressure in. He know how he have the experience. And then Jackson can. Right now, if Jackson is able to survive at Chelsea, he can survive anywhere.
Yeah.
I think Jackson would have been done good in Manchester than Sesko. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So if we are selling him in the Prem, I think Jackson deserve that price tag. He does deserve that. But if outside the Prem, yeah.
Bayern Munich wants him, and I was like, my take is if Bayern wants him, I think Bayern will be able to pay maybe 70, 75. I don't see Bayern Munich paying 80, but Bayern Munich will not pay 60. Chelsea will not accept 60 from Bayern Munich. I can tell you that. Chelsea won't accept 60 for Bayern Munich. They won't. So I think the max Chelsea will accept for Bayern, if Bayern really wants him, because Bayern wants him, is maybe 70. They can negotiate for 70, 75, and Chelsea will agree to that. Chelsea will be able to knock off some add-ons, maybe 70, 75. I don't see them paying 80 million for Jackson.
Well, I don't think when we're talking about Bayern Munich, I don't think Bayern Munich need a striker. Looking at their setup and
I think
their
they
squad.
do because Harry Kane leaves next year. He leaves next year. So, and this season, I think this is his second or third season. He signed a 4-year contract with Bayern Munich already, 4 years. So, and he has a clause where he can go back to England. He has a great clause of 50 million where if any English team want to trigger that 50 million, they can trigger that 50 million and he will be able to leave. So there's a 50 million price tag on him where is a clause where an English team can trigger that 50 million and Harry Kane leaves. So maybe they are planning already for the future where if Harry Kane leaves, we need to have a solid backup where if Kane leaves, somebody is there to at least take over, continue.
But I don't think Nicolas Jackson fit Bayern Munich team or system the way they play or even their project. So when I read about Jackson being linked to Bayern Munich, I wanted to know the source, and then I've not even heard of the source. I've not heard of
Plattenberg
him.
is a German reporter, Plattenberg. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never read
it's
any article from him, but well,
yeah,
I
the
don't
article
know.
is out.
I don't know. I don't know, but you know, Jackson, the way Jackson play football would have been good for Serie A, but these Serie A people, they are very stingy buying players.
They are
They
bastard.
don't want to.
YouTube, sorry for my
Yeah,
language. YouTube, they are bastard. They like to do
yeah.
pinching. They don't want to pay money, but they want to get
They want to
players.
squeeze.
Imagine,
Yeah, they want to squeeze money out of you when you want to buy their player, but they don't want to pay money when they want your
imagine
player.
that. Just imagine.
You see, but like Jackson and Nkunku would have fit this
Yeah,
league a
Fabricio
lot.
just told already. Both of them are leaving Chelsea. It's already confirmed. They are leaving. Both of them are leaving. It's confirmed already.
Oh, okay. Then
Yes,
meaning they have
Fabricio
agreement
tweeted
with the
already.
club.
Yeah, it's leaving. Both of them are leaving the club. They are leaving already.
Yeah, for me,
So
I think the only way to get Xavi, I think Fabrizio also tweeted about getting Xavi means we have to sell Nkunku to make space for Xavi.
yeah. But I don't. For me though, I don't really think we have to sell Kunku because it's already on the market already that they know he's about to leave. So the problem with Xavi Simon and Chelsea is and Leipzig is Chelsea want to lowball Leipzig because Benjamin Sesko has gone to United now. You know, Leipzig already make like 90 million euro on Sesko. That's how much United pay. They match Newcastle bid of 90 million. And Chelsea knows, okay, if Leipzig already make that amount of money, we should be able to come in and say, Leipzig, here's 55 for Sesko. Here's 55 for Xavi Simon. Which I believe Leipzig will not accept that. Leipzig wants 60 million. I don't think Chelsea will pay 60 million for that. Chelsea want to lowball and do things in their own way. And I like what Chelsea are doing. You don't need to overpay for players. If you believe this player worth this amount of money, pay it. That's it. I like what Chelsea are doing for me, though. I really enjoy the board this summer. They are being calculative and using their brain enough, which
Yeah,
makes me happy.
yeah. They don't want to be bullied anymore. And
Yep.
they are when they come for you, when they come for your player, I think they assess everything and then they tell you the player's value, how much the player can value is.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, you know. Is I'm not I just hope everything goes on well. Everything work
Yeah.
out
My feeling
all
is
right.
my feeling
Chelsea
is
Football
we'll
Club.
my feeling is service will probably be next week because of the first Premier League matches next week. Chelsea might get it done maybe Saturday, Sunday. Maybe they'll get it done this weekend and unveil him on Sunday when we play AC Milan. I think
I hope so.
yeah, maybe unveil
Because
him on
he
Sunday because they want to get Garnarcho and them service someone together, so both of them can be able to be in the squad for the first Premier League match. They want to get the
I
two
really
deals
hope
done.
so because I think Xavi. Some Chelsea fans will say we don't need him, but I think we need Xavi. We need
Mm-hmm.
him. We need him. He's a natural number 10.
Yes, he is.
We really need him. Yes. When we talk about the number 10s, the natural position and then the typical number 10, he's one of it.
Yeah,
Really need.
and because of the matches we'll be playing this season, especially Palmer. Palmer will need a lot. I'll say it again. Palmer is our superstar, but he will need a lot of rest. That brother will get a lot of injury, and I don't want it. If Palmer, oh my goodness, I'm still struggling. Levi Colwell. I don't want to struggle with Palmer because Palmer is a
Palmer.
special player. We need service Simon get done, so Palmer can rest. Palmer need a lot of rest. I'm not kidding. See, I wouldn't mind when we play a big opposition in Champions League. Maybe when we come back to the Premier League, we play like Arsenal, Liverpool, service must start. I don't mind that. Palmer is on the bench. I don't mind because I know that's an adequate replacement for him. I don't mind that. That brother need rest.
He really does. Not even him alone. Most of the players, Enzo need rest. Cucurella need rest. You know, They need rest. Even look, that's you see, Liverpool is going to give him rest, but this ACL injury is too harsh on him. It's too harsh.
It's
Even
harsh
this guy, Pedro Neto need rest.
yep.
Pedro Neto is one of the players that is a little bit fragile when it comes to injury. He need rest. He has been very good. He's the kind of Pedro Neto I watch at Wolves, but he also need rest. So I don't know how Maresca knows these players need to rest. It's not 3 weeks is not good enough for them. So
I
I
know.
hope that Maresca, do the rotation very well, and then play and then give some of the play because we don't have that much hard fixtures. It's the
Yeah.
beginning of the season, and then beginning of the season sometimes they don't pick it very early. So I think this is our opportunity.
And
Give
I
some of
think
the players
I also think it
some
helps us a
minutes.
lot because our first 3 matches we don't leave London. We play Crystal Palace, West Ham, and Fulham. So those are London
West
team
Ham,
where
we are going to, yeah, we are okay. West Ham is away. It's the same
away,
London.
yeah, London away. The 3 matches is on London. We can easily just win those 3 matches and just chill out. We don't play
Yeah,
any big
yeah.
team. So it seems that because the intensity is going to be little bit low just because we play those two, and I trust our quality enough to be able to at least get a win in those matches. We might not play very well, but at least just get a win to build that momentum, to build the confidence around the fan base. And I think
I
that if
mean, we are
I'll
West
say it
Ham
again,
fan. Yeah,
I'll say it again. If Chelsea win, the first 10 matches for me is important before we play Liverpool. It's very important. If we can rank up our wins before we play Liverpool in October, I can tell you right now, a lot of people will be worried about Chelsea because the
oh
momentum
yeah,
will be there, the confidence will be there. Arsenal will lose matches because
yeah.
they're playing Nottingham Forest, they're playing Newcastle. They will lose matches. They play United also too. United play Manchester City, they play the Manchester Derby, they play Horse, they play Liverpool in their first 5 matches. They will lose matches. Liverpool too plays a lot of matches where they have to be very careful with their fixtures. If not, they will draw point also too.
But you see, there is something I want to talk about. Newcastle. I think Newcastle need to do some signings before the beginning of the season
I agree.
because most of their targets, it seems like everything is against Newcastle this season
For me, their
because
target.
all
Oh
of
my
their target
goodness.
has been taken from them.
Oh my
All their
God.
targets have been taken from them.
Newcastle are having the worst transfer in their entire career. They're having the worst transfer in their
Yeah,
life. The
yeah,
worst.
yeah.
It's
And
too much.
if I
The
know
way
that
I think the
August,
problem is, I think the Newcastle problem is very simple. When you're young players and you want to go to a club, in the map, nobody really knows Newcastle that much because they haven't won stuff. Remember when we were not in Champions League, when we were looking for players, we bought Caicedo, we bought Enzo, we bought Lavia, we bought players that even when we're not in Champions League, we can attract players because we know we'll be able to people knows it's Chelsea and people knows Chelsea is going into transition at the moment right now. Just go there, you'll be able to have time. Look at it. That's why I say United is a big club because they are able to attract players. In as much as they're not in Champions League, they're able to attract players. Now, the question I brought down to them, with those players they are attracting, will they be able to, how do I put it? Will they be able to shine enough and justify the price tag? I'm not sure. It's a waiting game for me. We have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know. But with Newcastle, for me, I think what Newcastle need for me is a manager like Nagelsmann, Tuchel, Mourinho, those kind of big names where when they go into the transfer market, the players knows, okay, it's just Mourinho, I'm going to Newcastle. It's Nagelsmann, I'm going to Newcastle. It's Thomas Tuchel, I'm going to Newcastle. They need that kind of figure. They need that figure. Even Xavi Hernandez of Barcelona, they need that figurehead where they know the manager. Eddie Howe cannot talk to players because the players will not join. He will not. He will not. He won't. But imagine Nagelsmann, Jose, Xavi Hernandez in Newcastle. I can guarantee you, some of the players that are rejected them will join them because the manager, the big name, the manager, not even about the project, the manager That's a big vocal point for them, the manager.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but he's the kind of manager that develop players too as well. Because
Yes, he does. He
I
does.
mean, Saka being
Yeah.
Isaac being Isaac being Isaac is Eddie Howard's still doing. You know,
Mhm.
it's just that sometimes we've have we forgotten we've been through this thing before when we wanted Rafinha,
Yes, I
paid
remember that.
everything. So Rafinha said he wants Barcelona.
Barcelona,
We
yes, I
wanted
remember that.
Cunha. We spoken to him, agreed on personal terms and
Yeah,
everything.
Koundé,
Barcelona
yes, he
just
went to
came in,
Barcelona.
and then
Yes.
yeah, we've been to that part before. So yeah, for me, I know how it feels. I know how it
I
feels,
know.
but it is what it is. When you are big, you
I
are
think
big.
I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine. For me, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's all about.
Yeah,
And I think they don't have, because they don't have a sporting director. It's difficult for them to negotiate deals. Though it's difficult. They do not have a director of football. Now they are struggling to buy players. They're struggling to agree deals with player. They're struggling to, like, how do I put it? They are struggling to convince player. Which I'm like, I understand that because we've been to that. Remember Potter, Lampard, Pochettino before we go for Maresca. So I understand Newcastle, but I think what Newcastle need is they need a figurehead. I'm not saying Etihad is a terrible manager, but I think they need someone of a big name where that big name could be like a front of that be like a figurehead where when they go into the transfer market, that big eater of a manager will be able to put them over the line. I don't know if you understand me. If they have a manager like Ose, they know,
yeah,
everybody knows. Oh, Ose is the manager. I'm going to Newcastle. Oh, just Mourinho. I'm going to Newcastle. Nagelsmann. I'm going to. That is the manager. You know, okay, that's it. Because of the manager I'm joining. I will say it again. I've said it to United fans a lot. Because of the way Amorim play for me, it will take time for Sesko to. It will take him time to ball out at United because of the player he is. He's a very raw player and a very developing player. He's raw. Benjamin Sesko is very, very raw. It will have a lot of chances that's going to be missing. And people like, we did tell you, we told you he's going to miss chances. You never listen to us. Sesko will miss chances. He will, because he's raw. And because he's raw, he will miss chances. So the question I brought down to, are United fans able to, like, be calm with him, give him time to be able to develop, which I believe at the moment right now, Amorim doesn't need time to develop. He wants to win. And I will say it again. Do you go for Oli Watkins, who is going to give you 20 Premier League goals, 17, 20 Premier League goals, which I believe Watkins can do? Watkins will give you that because he's a proven Premier League player. He's proven it for like 2 seasons already, 2-3 seasons. He will give you that. Only Watkins will give you that because that's how confident I am with him. People might say it's age, but Watkins will give you that because it's proven. So do you bank on Watkins to give you 17, 20 Premier League goals, or you want to bank on Benjamin Sesko, who you don't really trust to be able to give you that? So that's my key to United. Do you really trust Sesko? Because Sesko is raw. I'll say it again. Benjamin Sesko is very, very raw. He will miss a lot of chances. I hope I hope people are understanding that he will miss chances. He will miss chances. He will. But with Watkins, I can tell you with Watkins, it will elevate United more for me because he will score them goals that you are okay. Yes, you have Watkins. But if I'm playing United, I have Sesko as a second. I won't even worry myself. I will not because I can trust my defender to keep him short. I can. But with Watkins, I know Watkins is very good and he will ball out. So it's a nice situation to be at. And because of the transfer window is flooded, it's been flooded a lot. It's difficult when it comes to that situation. That's why I'm like, I don't blame Chelsea putting that price tag on Nicola Jackson. I don't because of the amount of how do I put it? Because of the amount other players have gone. So I can understand why Chelsea are going for 80 million for Jackson. I understand that. I don't blame that. I don't blame them for going for that amount of money for Jackson because if Chelsea believe Jackson worth 80 million, then he worth 80 million. There is no argument about it. If they believe you worth 80 million, then that's it. It does. It does. For me, it does too. If they believe you worth 80 million, it does.
Yeah, I think that's how they rate Jackson. That is worth that amount. He's young, he's proven in the Prem. So buying him to buy him being in the Prem, I think he deserved that amount. I think he deserved it. He
I
deserved
agree.
it. Yeah. And if Jackson wants to stay, I read something about Maresca fighting behind the scene for Jackson to stay. And Justin want to stay. Yeah, Jackson want to stay. So
But it's
I
been
mean,
confirmed already that he will leave. It's a mutual confirmation that he will leave. It's already been confirmed
uh,
already.
okay, let's hope. Let's hope
Because it
we.
doesn't want the problem is when it doesn't want to be a third choice. The lap is there now. Maresca has already said it that he sees Pedro as more of a striker rather than winger. So just to be looking at it, where do I play? Where's the lap that Andrea Pedro is? Where do I play? Where? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. It's
I
tough,
think
bro.
right now. I think right now. I mean, the top clubs. I think it's only Newcastle. So if Jackson is not going to Newcastle, then where is he going? Because now United have signed
Bayern
Sesko.
want him, and I think Tottenham Hotspur want him if they sell Richarlison. I don't think the problem is Chelsea and Tottenham have never done a deal before in my life. I don't know which deal I have done. I want to
Yeah,
remember.
I've not. I've not.
Have
I've
we
not.
ever
I've
done a
not.
deal with Tottenham Hotspur before? I don't think so.
I've
Have we?
I've supported Chelsea for about I think how many years now? I think I'm in my 15 years now, and
Wow.
I've not heard any Chelsea player going to Tottenham space. No,
No.
even they don't sell their players to us, so I don't know.
Exactly. I'm confused where Tottenham Hotspur think they'll be able to talk to Chelsea. I don't think so. I don't think
But
it's
you know,
possible.
these new owners, they don't care about rivalry. Ever since
I
they
know.
come on board, they don't care about this rivalry. When they want to sell you, they don't care where you are going.
Daniel Levy
And
does.
that's
Daniel
what
Levy does because if you remember, we don't look at the history of Chelsea. We do not buy players from each other. We don't. We don't. We do not. We do not. So we have to see what. But I still believe Newcastle will be fine. For me, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. They have enough quality player to survive, though. I think they'll be fine. My only problem for me with them is because of the way Eddie Howe plays. They need a bench. Not entirely. They need a bench where if one player starts, one player is gonna come. They just need the bench. Isaac will go. I don't doubt it. Isaac will go. And I think Liverpool will pay what Newcastle wants. Isaac will leave. Isaac will leave. I can tell you that now. Isaac will leave. But the problem is if Isaac leave, how many players are you buying? Who? So Newcastle is having a disaster. They're having a disaster of a transfer. A disaster. When I call it disaster, it's a disaster. I'm not saying
it's,
it
it's
is,
quite
man.
unfortunate. It's quite
Yeah,
unfortunate, you know.
having a
But
disaster of the season. A disaster.
it is what it is. I think everyone is going through he everyone is going through challenges, you know. And
Yeah.
everyone is dealing with the challenges they're having in their clubs. We are dealing with our course ACL injury, and then I think it is what it is. So we will see. We will see. It's just that I think, well, we will see. But I think if you are, if you are, I mean, saying the kind of clubs or the kind of team that are going to compete for the Premier League, and you don't, I mean, place Chelsea in it, then I think that person is
No,
just a hater,
no
because
one is
I
doing
think
that.
Chelsea will be among the four. Chelsea is there, and Chelsea will be there throughout the season.
I know. And I was listening to Jamie Carragher later. I don't know if you listened to his latest video.
Yeah,
He put Chelsea,
I've
he
read
put Chelsea number
something
4.
about what he said.
He said he put us number 4. He said we are not ready. He said Liverpool,
Yeah,
City, Arsenal, and Chelsea as number 4. And I'm like, I think for me, and I'm like, I look at the Arsenal squad. I'm like, we have a better squad than Arsenal. Why are you putting us fourth? I'll say it again. Liverpool players, especially the player Liverpool are recruiting, Ekitike, Kekes, Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, it will take them time a little bit for them to adapt. Liverpool are a very superior team. It will take them time to adapt. But do I really believe if we play them, we can go toe-to-toe with them? Because I believe we are good enough to beat them. I believe so. So we have to wait and see, though. We have to wait and see. I also think I think we have enough squad depth than Liverpool. Liverpool does not have a squad depth. They do not. They don't. If one of their players gets injured, maybe Van Dijk or Salah gets injured, they are finished. If they get injured, they're done. I just buy an attacker. Where's the defender? That's what they're doing. They're stockpiling attacker. What of the defense? Stockpiling attacker. What of the defense? You have to be able to fix and rectify the defense. If not, you're going to be in serious trouble. So we have to wait and see, though. But overall, I'm really happy with the squad. I want to see how far the squad can go. But I'm very happy. I want to see how far we can go. Very, very happy. Or possibly do like a post-match tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to watch the match tomorrow. I'm going to watch the match tomorrow, and I'm going to see if we're going to do a post-match. But like I said, I was telling people in the chat, I'm going to be doing like a watch-along for all Chelsea matches in the Premier League and the Champions League. I'm going to be doing a watch-along. Then everybody's going to react, and then I'm going to do like it's going to be a 2-stream where I'm going to do a watch-along first. Then after that, we do a post-match reaction. Then in the evening,
wow, that's very good.
And in the evening, then we do overall. We do a summary. Chelsea, Arsenal, we're gonna talk about other leagues like La Liga, Serie. We're gonna do like we're gonna do like a review after doing the watch along, the reaction. We're gonna do an overall all matches. So I'm gonna be doing like a lot this summer, a lot. So people need to be ready.
Wow,
we're gonna be reacting.
That's very good. That's very good. An upgrade. I mean, moving forward, that's very good.
Yes,
I think
we're ready. We're gonna be doing it. We're ready. We're doing it. We are ready. We are ready. So hopefully we'll have to wait and see. But I'm happy with the squad. With the squad, I'm happy. I'm expecting Garnarcho and Xavi Simon to get over the line before the first Premier League game. That's my expectation.
Exactly. We need Simons. We need him.
I really do. I like him. I like him. And hopefully,
I think every Chelsea fan base like him. It's just that some of the fan base think we don't need him now, but they think he's a good player, and then he's going to be very useful to us, especially when we're going to play the Champions League.
People need to understand something. Palmer must not get injured. We need to get Simon as soon as possible. Oh my goodness! Hey. We need to get Simon, no? Because Simon comes in as a natural backup for Palmer. You can rest Palmer and play Simon, and you can play the both of them together.
Yeah.
So people need to understand that you can either rest Simon and play them together, or you play one of the both. Overall, we'll see how it goes. But I'm expecting us to at least before the first Premier League games against Crystal Palace, the players, everything needs to get over the line. Hopefully, though, everything needs to get over the line. Hopefully. So we see how it goes. Like the video, guys, subscribe, smash the like button. I appreciate everybody that tuning. I appreciate when everybody like the video, guys, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. My people, peace out. God bless. Stay safe. Peace, everybody. Peace.